Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another beautiful Monday. I mean, these Mondays, they've been gorgeous. What can I say? So, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Mary D. Welch, and I am your host for the Mary D. Show. For you that are new and then for replay viewers, I'd like to thank you. And all of you that are watching the show live, I definitely like to thank you for that also. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest for you today. We really do. And I'm going to tell you all about the gentleman. First, we have to go through our housekeeping first, and then you'll learn all about our guests that we're going to be talking to. Okay. I would like to also thank, we have some winners, ladies and gentlemen. We have two lovely ladies that won the book. This is the book they won. Saying No Nicely. We have two winners. One is Janie Williams. Yay, Janie! Clap, 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 clap. So Janie is one winner for the book, and the second winner for the book is Gwendolyn Stringer. Yay, Gwendolyn! Yeah, clap, 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 clap. So you'll both be getting one of these books. Will be mailed to you, and there'll be autographed copies of Saying No Nicely. The two of you won, yay! Because you sent back when the text went out and said send back the word love. You guys sent the word back love, or you can. It's one or two ways you could win, and that was one of the ways that you could earn one of the free books. So they'll be mailed to you. And hi, Sheila. How you doing? How you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you. Also, let me go in. I said go through. I'm so happy for the winners, and we'll do another contest. But this one, I think the next one will be for the children's book. So it's right here. This is the next one will be for, have you seen the red elephant? This will be for the next contest that goes out, and I'll let you guys know. It'll probably be closer to Christmas, but you'll get a chance to win the children's book. I think I've showed you yes a couple of times. This is, and I've had parents tell me their children asked for this book. Here you can see the pictures right here. There you go. Just tell you it's an elephant doing funny things. Like I had one of my parents, it was one of the grandparents that said their grandchild asked for the book. They actually go and say, I want the red elephant book. I think that is the cutest thing. When I hear that, I just love it. So just know when the contests are going on, I'll let you know. And you can enter, and then your name gets put in the hat. And when the name gets drawn, you win a free book. But I'll let you know. It'll probably be in the email or it'll be in the text message. Just know that. Oh, Sheila, let me put your hello in there, Sheila. There we go. Hello. Hello, Sheila. So, also, I would like those of you, to thank our sponsors for today's show. Now, the sponsor, I think we have like five or six. Let me just go through the list of the sponsors because it's really nice to have the sponsors that help make this show possible. Oh, Gwendolyn. Okay. Don't forget, DM me so you can get your book. You're welcome, Gwen. Don't worry, your book is in the mail. It'll be there. Well, the mail is not, because during the holidays it runs a little slower, but we'll make sure you get your book. That's for sure. Okay, ladies, gentlemen, our first sponsor for today is First Book Academy. You can go to firstbookacademy.com. And if you ever wanted to write a book, and honestly, don't we all have books in us, ladies and gentlemen? We do. Every single one of us has a book. I promise you, your life is so more interesting than you'll ever know. But if you don't write it down, nobody will ever know. So take the time. If you've never written a book before, and let me just say this: before, when I learned how to write, while I learned how to write, I hired a book coach. A book coach. And truthfully, I haven't put it up yet. I'm going to have a coaching program teaching you how to write books starting on January the 5th. I haven't put the link up yet, but it'll be coming out maybe probably by this coming Monday. And you can sign up and learn how to write your book. Some of us just need is somebody to hold our hands. Once you find that person that can help you get started, and I always say this, the hardest part is to start. Write the book, ladies and gentlemen. Write the recipes down. All of these things that we think we have forever. This is what I always say. Nobody's going to die, right? Nobody's going to die. So we don't have to worry about writing it down. That we know the truth. That's not true. Oh, am I freezing? Okay, thank you, Charles. Oh, okay. You know what happens? If I move too fast, I hope this is better. If I move slow, then I don't have any problems. So, okay. I hope this is a little bit better. Thank you, Charles. Thank you for telling me that, though. Okay. And good morning and good afternoon to you. So I want all of you to think about this. And I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. You don't have to be in my coaching program. Begin in somebody's coaching program, because I have been able to accomplish so much more just by being in a coaching program, having a coach to help me through the process. It just makes a huge difference. Number two, our second sponsor is the Idea Club. You go to theideaclub.com, and the president of the Club is Dumas Martin. And this is where you can go if you've been wanting to start a nonprofit, if you want to have an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation, if you like to get to establish an S corp or a C corp, you want to go to theideaclub.com and talk to Dumas. Dumas is, I can't even tell you, the corporations, everything I think almost all of them are done under Dumas, whether it's our nonprofit, whether it's our for-profit, whether it's our corporation, everything was under Dumas. That's how much respect I have for this gentleman. This is where you want to go. And I always refer to him as being an attorney. He goes, Mary, I'm not an attorney. I said, but the truth of the matter is, Dumas, you know as much as any IP attorney. IP, for those of you that don't know, is intellectual property attorney. When it comes to intellectual property, this is something he has really, he's, in my opinion, he's an expert in that area. So if you're interested in any of those things, I'm going to say those again. If you like to start your own nonprofit, if you like to start an LLC, limited liability corporation, if you like to have an S corp or a C corp, Dumas is the man you want to speak to at the Idea Club. You can even Google Dumas Martin and it'll still show up. Dumas Martin Jr. still shows up. Now, if you want to purchase a home or you want to sell your home, a lot of people are selling their homes, and especially as seniors, and they either want to sell because their home's too big, and so they want to go to a smaller home, or they may want to buy it. Just you want to buy something smaller, or you just want to buy your first home, whatever the case may be. The people you want to go to is the Henderson Real Estate Team.info. The Henderson Real Estate Team.info. You can contact them. That whether you're buying or selling, these are experts, and they can help you in that area. This is another area I like to talk to you about. Now, some people are traveling, some people are not. If you're traveling, if you're doing any traveling at all, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you really want to have travel insurance. Now, you may think, oh, I don't need travel insurance. With all the things going on these days, you need, I promise you, you need it. We have had situations where we need travel insurance, and we use it truthfully. But I will say to you, if you've never used travel insurance or you've never had a problem traveling, you're blessed, because we've had flights that were canceled, layovers. We had to get a hotel, the whole nine. I've had lost luggage, you name it. Almost anything you can think of traveling, we've been through. But the point is, we had travel insurance. When you have travel insurance, if they lose your luggage, you are automatically given a credit, so you can buy, your toiletries and things like that, and they're going to reimburse you. If you don't have travel insurance, no. And they put us up in hotels. We've done, some excellent things because we had travel insurance. So I would encourage you. You can go to First Friday's Travel and get your travel insurance. It's literally pennies. I'm just going to be honest. It definitely is pennies. Now, this is new. We have a new sponsor. Those of you that wanted to own your own business, if you've ever said, I want to own my own business, well, let me just tell you how this business is so affordable. To own your own business, you're not going to believe this. For $79, you can own your own business. It's hard to believe, but it's true. You can go to cometraveltheworld.com. Come, COME, traveltheworld.com. And it really doesn't give you as much information, but it gives you a background. But once you join, it's just a lot of information as they say, in the background that you just are not able to see. But I promise you, it is more than you could ever hope for. To own a business for $79 is unheard of. And it's a virtual business, meaning it's online. It's not a physical business where it's not what's called brick and mortar. You don't have to go physically to the business, but it's all online for $79. It's called cometraveltheworld.com, and you can own your own business there. So now all the housekeeping is done. So I want to definitely tell you that all that end of it is done. And I'm going to introduce to you our guest for today. Our guest for today, he started a nonprofit organization called Pathway from Boys to Men Incorporated. He assists individuals with resources to find full-time or part-time placement, career training, housing assistance, and mentorship. He also provides support services for housing resources and transportation assistance. His Careers Quest program is a workforce development program designed to train, educate, and build highly effective skilled workers. Careers Quest program is a preparatory program that focuses on the introduction to construction through construction trades, apprenticeship programs, and career preparation and training, as well as life skills classes. Their mission, he says, our mission is to provide resources and support to the underserved men and women and youth in our community. Their programs are designed to equip individuals with community resources and educational assistance and to increase their self-confidence, things that are needed to live happier, healthier, and more productive lives. We have found that the paths to lead to displacement, violence, drug addictions, or imprisonment can be changed by the fellowship of successful role models. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to welcome to the Mary D Show, the one and the only, James Randolph. Are you there, James?
Good afternoon. It's afternoon, right? Good
This
afternoon.
afternoon.
Thank
This
you for that
afternoon.
that that blessing of an introduction. Thank you
Oh,
so much, Mary.
you're
Um,
welcome.
Thanks for having me here today as well, and just God bless you and everything that you touch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, James. I'm going to tell you, it's, as you know, your programs, I mean, it is, you're serving, you say the underserved. Sometimes people would say almost like throwaway people that people don't believe in anymore, that people have stopped hoping for anymore.
Yes, that would be a part of um, the folks that uh, um, we're helping. But we also help people that got it on the ball. That's doing the things that they need to do in order to succeed and just need a helping hand.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this for 16 years now, Mary, and God is constantly blessing us with just so much support. More folks that want to, just to help us financially, as well
Right.
as, we got a class coming up on the 9th of December with Citizens Business Bank. It's a class going towards financial literacy, learning how to spend, learning what you don't need to, you don't need, like, say, they told me, I don't need a brand new car. Just give me a used car and
Right.
save that money. And I followed their instruction, and my savings just tripled. So just taking
Whoa.
some instructions, and not only taking the instruction, following the instructions that were given. So the financial literacy program is going to be by one of our board members,
Okay.
and Citizens Business Bank. So they have joined with us to
Uh-huh.
start providing these additional financial literacy. It's not just one day; it's going to be for the rest of 2022. So we have help
Oh,
from more than just one individual.
right.
So
Well, why don't you do this, James? Why don't we go back and learn about you? Because for you to start this program, it's not, yeah, I say program. It really is. You could say a mission. It's more than a program because you're changing people's lives. You're changing the trajectory. Like you said, many of your people already they may have something going on, but they want something better. So, but they can go to your program and be trained to get a higher paying position. especially in the construction trades. That's really big. That's booming.
Yes, construction is a forgiving of uh, career path, because some folks that may have some challenges, that may have gone through some challenges in their lives,
Right.
may have been incarcerated, for that matter. But I know quite a few men and women that have gone through the process and now are doing extremely well in the construction arena. So
Um,
that's one of the reasons we wanted to just create that relationship with the Carpenters Union. And we've been a partner with them since 2017. I've been to the some of the training. I've had an opportunity to speak with some of the some of the participants in the program. They have a boot camp. Once you go through that boot camp, it's like a 5 or 6 hour um, uh, you know pro boot camp, where you
right.
going and you hammering and you're nailing and you're carrying plywood, and they want to see if you can do it.
Right.
They want to see, if you got your pants up, you're not sagging, you're not showing your body parts,
Right.
so and you can't be smoking no weed. That's another thing. If you want to go into this career, it's a career that is forgiving, but they
Right.
still have to go by strict guidelines, because if you get in an accident while you on the job, and you have something in your system, that's not going to be good. That's going to be the worst thing that could happen. So that would be one of the areas that, and then we do other things. They may not be ready for construction. So we've been able to get about 40-50 jobs for some of the folks at Home Depot, where they can go in. I have a story. I had one of the young men that I took over there. It must have been about a month and a half now. And I went back in about a month ago, and the store manager saw me before I saw him. And he told me, this guy here, he's going to be my next assistant manager. And I was, man, that just warmed my heart up to see that, that you took advantage of your opportunity when you had it. And now look, and I went over there a couple days ago, and he's still there. He's in charge of getting the Christmas tree area together. So he was in charge of that, and he said, that promotion is coming. So that's the kind of thing. And then I could tell you about another story, but I'm gonna wait and let you ask me questions before I
Well,
get to tell you about all these success stories.
well, your excitement, I mean, is telling, because that young person's life will be forever changed for this opportunity. And
Amen.
had
Yes.
you not had, and I'm not saying they may or may not been able to do it, but you've given them, you've opened the door for all of these, like you said, just at that one location, 50 people were able to receive jobs at the Home Depot.
Yes.
That's
At
excellent.
least,
That is
at least, man. It's the relationship. That's what it is. It's relationships, and bringing in good folks that are doing. Some of the young people were in college, and some of them were
right,
needed jobs. So
right,
all of them didn't make it. Some of them went in
right,
there, and but we wanted to make sure we gave them an opportunity. And if
right.
they didn't make it in this opportunity, we try to find something else. We'll try to
Okay.
find another opportunity for them. We're not going to give up on them because they failed at this. Because if you know how many times I failed, and folks didn't give up on me, so I got to have that same attitude
I'm gonna
of
tell you.
forgiving and helping and hope, and giving them hope. Because
Right.
hope is something that we don't have hope. We don't have nothing. Excuse my English. We don't have
No, you're right.
anything.
We have nothing. You're absolutely right, because it's so, hope is so powerful. I don't think we know how powerful it is when you're, and they say, what's the saying, hope beyond hope. One thing I want to do, though, before we
Yes.
go any further, I want to call out the names of all of our wonderful our audience members that are leaving comments for us. is Sheila, Gwendolyn, Charles, Richard. Then we have Dumas. I want to make sure that I acknowledge them. We thank you for being here. We also had two winners of two of the books from that they entered. We had a contest and we had two winners for the book for this book, Say It No Nicely. They are going to receive their book in the mail. There's going to be another contest coming up, and we want to make sure you get that they are involved in that. But I would also like to tell Charles, I'm in before I don't want to wait till the end to thank you for what you do because truthfully, the hours that you commit to this, you can never be compensated for. You can never be compensated for this. This is what it's a ministry that you're doing. That you're helping people and providing for because even though we don't actually see it, you're feeding families, you're feeding children, you're paying rent. I mean, it may not be out, you see what I'm saying? Out of your desire to help, it is so wide what you're doing. I just want to thank you for all that you're doing because it's a blessing.
Thank you. Thank you as well for giving me an opportunity to share, uh, my purpose in life is to, just help others. And I got that from a very young age as a child coming out of Waco, Texas. Let me just say Waco. Let me give Waco a plug because if it hadn't have been for my mama and my grandmama, boy, I would have been terrible. But they
Oh, we lost our connection.
go off too far. I did go. I was like the prodigal son. I wanted my inheritance so I could go out and do all that stuff that prodigal sons do. And I did it. But then I come to myself. I had a moment of clarity. I said, I don't have to live like this. And so I could go back to my father's house and live as a servant. And I got up and I had come to and I went and I got some help. And God,
Um,
provided me direction. And
right,
it happened over 33 years ago that transformation happened. And
right.
I've been it's been all just about serving since. Serving, and that's what I do now is I serve and I know my
Mm,
purpose in life and it took me 53 years to find out what my purpose was. And now, I found it and I'm
mhm,
working in it. And it's not like a job. It's like
right.
just doing what you love
And
and loving what you do.
I'm listening to you, and it sounds like you said, you took to 53 years. Just know that some people never find out. They
No,
never find their purpose. So for you to
mm,
know your purpose and be it, and it's showing by the things you're doing because we spoke earlier before you came on. And didn't you receive? Are you receiving a donation from an institution?
right. We just completed a luncheon with Cal State San Bernardino. They chose us, the staff, as a donation partner with them, and so they've been already donating. They've been going on my on the what's that PayPal and donated. So they've been doing it, and then they gave some more donations today, and I got to talk. I got a chance to speak to the dean at Cal State at this, and it was just. And my wife was there with me as well, and we just enjoyed ourselves. We just,
Oh,
it was just a blessing, and so this, and being able to come on and be interviewed by you, and I double booked, inadvertently, but it was double booking and still have the opportunity to do your show. Thank you so much
oh, oh!
for
You're
your
welcome. You're welcome.
kindness.
We have a long. This is a comment from Elaine. Elaine is one of our. I mean, from the very first show, Elaine has been there. Elaine says, "Okay, now, Mary, you are right because James is doing a true ministry by giving hope to those who sometimes feel hopeless." Tell the truth, Elaine. That is
Hey,
the
thank you, Elaine. That
because
it's all about God, Elaine. It's not James. It's God working through him. The Holy Spirit, that works through James. Because James, he's just a human being, but God is super. He's supernatural, and he can do all things, and he's making a way for me to be able to provide these services. And what we're doing is planting a seed. We may not be able to do anything more than plant a seed, but if we're able to plant a seed, then somebody or God will come back and he will water that seed. And like the sun is shining right now, the
right.
sun will shine on that seed. And then it breaks the dirt, and then it comes up, and then it becomes a fruit. And then, you can't reap where you haven't sown. You
Come
know, you,
on.
you got to sow a seed before you can reap a harvest. So we want to sow a seed
Mm-hmm.
in our young people, and for that matter, just our community. It don't necessarily have to be young, but that's one of the, I think, areas that we need to sow a seed is our young people, to get them started on the right track. We don't have to wait till they get 16. We can start them at 4 or 3 years old and start sowing that seed. So that's what we want to do. We want to sow a seed. And then we want to help folks, families. If families are having some issues and they need some food,
Right.
this year for Thanksgiving, we gave out over 65 turkeys and
All
boxes
right.
of food to go with them turkeys,
Right.
and gift cards to go with them turkeys. So
All
we help
right.
over 65 families, probably more than that. But that's how that's how we did it. We did it one
Oh,
family at a time.
all right.
One family at a
Blessings.
time. So if we could help a family, now Christmas, we're doing the same thing. We're doing the
Okay.
same thing, but we're adding Christmas gifts
Right.
with that Christmas. So we do need
Oh,
help. I know you're gonna give me some time at the
I
end, but we
am.
need help. We can always use some help. So I'm not gonna tell you that we are independent and don't
Right.
need nobody, but we need you because it takes a village.
It
It's no,
does.
it's no. I know it takes a team, but it takes a village,
Right.
and that's how I was raised, as a village, in a village. With
Well,
the people in the community, and they helped
mhm.
each other, and so
Right.
we got to do the same. We got to bring those standards back, to this
Yeah.
generation. We got to
You're
help
right.
each other.
I know too. Elaine, when she finished her comment, says knowing your purpose is is so important for each of us. Thank you, James. And she also said to the next comment, Elaine said, "Preach, my brother. Amen." All right now, he is. But and I
Well,
didn't because I want to make sure I definitely want to put up, James, your website and how people can donate, how they can volunteer. It could be maybe maybe they're donating a turkey when you do your turkey giveaway, or they're donating a gift card or whatever it is that they like to donate to your Pathway from Boys to Men organization. So what is the website? And I'll put that up so it can be across there for you.
my website is
Uh-huh.
www.pathway, PATHWAY,
Mm-hmm.
from boys to men.com. So www.pathway,
Mm-hmm.
PATHWAY, from boys to men.com.
Got
And
it.
my phone number is 909
Okay.
838 5623. And you can reach me if you have any questions about any programs, or just need to talk to somebody. Just you can give me a call.
Putting you
And
in right now.
I'd
There we,
love to talk to you.
there we go. So I'm going to put this on the monitor. There we go. This your number. And I'll leave that up for a second. And then I'll put the actual website up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you can contact James if you or maybe you may say it's maybe not be you, but maybe you belong to an organization and they're looking for somebody to partner with, how you can better help the community. What he's saying is he's here. This is giving you an opportunity to help our community. as many of you may know, right now, a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are suffering. What's going on? I mean, with gas, $5 a gallon. You
Oh,
think about if you're, I mean, that alone should tell you. And then, like someone was saying, it's, I think I was at In and Out, and they're paying almost $20 an hour to work there. That in,
mm,
that's for minimum wage. That is almost,
right.
that's scary to me. If it's almost $20 an hour to work somewhere, what is that saying about what it just to live somewhere? So we have families that are definitely in need, and if you can donate either financially, if you can donate your time is valuable, ladies and gentlemen. I know there are instances where people they don't have enough people to hand out the baskets or hand out whatever it is they need to give to people. So please contact James. That's the website. Did I get it correct, James?
Pathway from boys to men.com. Yes, that is correct.
I just want to make sure because sometimes I'll miss a letter. You never know. And
Nope, you did good.
thank you. You can contact him there. And as I said before, and I'll put the number up too, because we want to spread the word about this wonderful organization and the things that they're doing in the community. And that it's known. It's not a question of if you want to donate. They're a 501c3, so you can make a donation there. Also, if you know about grants that they may qualify for, if you know about any grants going on that they may or may not be aware of, this is also an organization that you can refer and say, you know what, there's a grant that you guys may qualify for. You can go apply here, that kind of thing. All of those things matter. All of those things. Like what's the saying go, inch by inch, it's a cinch.
Mm.
It's really it's really all of us working
Right.
together. That's what it is. All of us
Amen.
working together and all of us sharing. Well, you started to tell us about how you were raised. You said you were raised in
Oh,
Waco,
yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Waco, Texas. It's it's like it was it was discipline, but there was love.
Right.
It was not like you're gonna do whatever you wanted to do. I don't know, Mary. When we were young, we didn't have no McDonald's and all that Burger King and whatever was on the dinner table is what we ate. And if we
Exactly.
didn't want to eat that, we just we'd have to not we wouldn't eat. It wouldn't be so I didn't have all those choices,
Right.
those options. I mean,
Yeah.
now as a parent, we want to give more options and things to our children so that they could live a better life. But I think we may have made some wrong decisions. I may have made some wrong decisions because character is built through adversity. Sometimes when we don't get what we want when we want it, we have to learn how to adapt. So I think we
Yeah.
may, I had to rethink this process that we've gone through, and I know that you know sometimes we have to say no. We can't say yes all the time. We can't say
Oh.
yes. You can go spend the weekend over these people's house. You don't even know these people. So
Yeah.
I had to be that type of parent.
Mhm.
And the kids didn't like it at all. They were they're very But you know what? They've come back to me now, and they've grown with their own children, and they say, "Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. You were So I know I did a good job. I know we
Right.
did a good job, my wife and I, with our kids, and so we just keep growing and going. We keep
Right.
growing and we keep going. So
Oh.
with being back in Waco, Texas, my grandmother and my mother,
Mhm.
they raised me, and it was 8 of us, 8 plus 2 of them. And it wasn't the easiest. It wasn't easy. It was like I went to my wife and I went to Jamaica at the end of October, November, and we got a chance to go over there and give some school supplies to some of the students. Man, we went over there to enjoy our 39th anniversary. Well, we did our anniversary a little late. So, but we still enjoyed our 39th anniversary. But while
Oh.
we were there, we got a chance to help some of the some of the families that were there, some of the kids in the
Mhm.
lower, and it looked just like Waco in 1958. To me, in the
Oh,
areas
okay.
that I went in, it
Right.
would look just like my home,
Oh my
and there was a
goodness.
need. There's a huge need for help,
Right.
in that area. So we was able to take some school supplies and give some cash to some of the people that were there that came in, and we was able to help them. They say $5 you could eat a month on $5. So we was able to give some $5 away to some of the
Oh.
and some box, the backpacks and shoes, and I mean it was just a joy. It was
Oh.
just it was just a joy that we got a chance to serve in that capacity
Okay.
to
So
some of the folks that were there. So
how long were
that's
you there?
mm,
How long were you there?
a week. Yeah, we
And
stayed a week.
you
You
did
know,
all that in a week.
yes, and then I was out there in that ocean, not ocean, Caribbean,
Uh-huh.
swimming just about every day. Yeah, just enjoying that water. So
Oh,
it was truly a we needed it. It was time. We had been putting in so much work. We just what did they say? All work and no play makes Bob a dull boy.
that's what
So
they
we
say.
hadn't really taken a vacation in 3 or 4 years, and so we just went ahead and did it. We knew about the COVID and all that.
Right.
We got vaccinated, and we, got our, all the things that we needed to do, and we came back home safe,
Oh,
after a
that's
week. So
wonderful. That's
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah, we are, 39. 30 next year is 40. So
All right.
just somebody to put up with you for 40 years, Lord have mercy. I just thank God. I thank you, Lord. I wake up in the morning sometime with my hands raised up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And
That's
and, and then see,
wonderful.
I have to tell you this story. I have
Okay.
a daughter, my oldest daughter,
Uh-huh.
I think she's like 41, 42. And she asked me a couple years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, Daddy,
Mhm.
why are you doing this? I told her, baby, I'm going to be doing this until I'm dead. And after I told her that, she started helping. Now she is just all the way in. She's not straddling
Yeah.
the fence. She didn't come on the other side of the fence, and
Mhm.
she putting in the work just like her daddy.
You know
So
why? Yeah.
we
You're
we got help. God has been so
yeah.
good. You
But
know,
once she saw you were, when she saw that this was your ministry, and she saw when you said that, she knew there was no turning back. She said
mm-mm.
all she could do was get on board because
Amen.
she was when she found out, where your heart was. Because the truth is, she probably realized you don't have to do this. There's no, you know what I mean. This is not you can say no to it if you wanted to.
Right.
But since you
Absolutely.
have to, yeah, she's like, oh no, I want to work right alongside my father. You can't ask for a bigger honor than that.
Oh, you know what? All three of my daughters are helping me right now. So let me just say that. But that was the one that started first. She was the one that stepped up, and my
Oh,
wife has been. I call her my rock. She's been with me from the very beginning.
I love
From the very beginning,
it.
and she's
Oh,
still with me. So I just thank God for them people back in Waco for giving me the type of character
right.
that is required to share, to show love, and to be able to help with hope, and with the education that we're, the life skills. We do the
Right.
life skills, the anger management, the time management, the communication,
Right.
interview etiquette, the job readiness skills, so that when they go to a job,
Mm-hmm.
they will know how to act. And I may not
Right.
have told you this, but
Mm-hmm.
I had a 22-year-old young man that we got him a job at
Okay.
Thompson Building Material over in Funtown off of Cherry, down about 3 blocks from Kaiser High School. Uh,
Okay.
so he had been coming to my workshop. Oh, Mr. Randolph, Mr. Randolph. Oh, Mr. Randolph. And I say, this brother is like, is like the man that was knocking on the door trying to get some flour from his neighbor. He just didn't stop. He just kept knocking. So I had to come down and see what he wanted. And so we was able to. I took him to Home Depot first, and then I took him to Thompson Building Material, and we
Okay.
got him. He was working at Thompson. I know the GM general manager was named Mr. Thompson, and so he was a member of the Fontana Chamber as well. I'm a member of the Fontana Chamber. I'm also a
Okay.
member of the San Bernardino Black Chamber of Commerce as well.
Okay.
But he was a member, and I talked to him. I had won some kind of award that year, and
Uh-huh.
so he said, "Yeah, we'll give him a chance. We give him a chance. We give him a chance." So he
Oh.
went to work, but and he worked for, he got to his probation. Now this is the part that had me made. I had to make some adjustments.
Okay.
Someone called him the N word.
Right.
One of his coworkers that wasn't African American.
Right.
Whether it don't matter, but it
I
he
understand.
didn't he didn't it didn't sit well with him, and so he
Right.
started wanting to fight. And he got fired that day. He was 22 years old now. Let me just say. So from that point, I had to start thinking, what can I do if something like this happens again? How can I prepare this
Yeah.
young generation or old generation to,
Right.
get through this process? And
Right.
so that's
Right.
where life skills started. That was
Yeah.
the process, because I've been called that, multiple, and if I had a reacted, sometimes we have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. That's what Kenny
Right.
Rogers said. Know when to hold them and know when to fold. And we can't fight every fight. We got to pick
That's
our
true.
battles. So
Well, and they're called soft skills. That's what's known as soft
exactly.
skills.
So
Because
we've started that in the 17. We
oh, and
started processing that in 2017, and that now we're doing it on a continual basis. We've been giving workshops over at Youth Bill for the last 3 years, and so we go
okay.
there. It might be 20 students, maybe 12, and we go through the 3-day curriculum with them. Starting with anger management, time management, interview etiquette, as well as some just other things, and then we got. I did tell you we have a class on the 9th of December on
This year.
Zoom.
Uh-huh.
That's in a couple of days.
Right.
And and the class is um, financial literacy.
Okay. And you know
And
what? Send me the link, please, and
oh,
I will send that out.
oh
It's free, correct?
yes, it's from
Okay.
11 to 12:30. 11 to
Okay.
12:30 in the. Now I'm trying to find out what's going to work best for the students. Because we have some flexibility, so we're gonna try it at this time. And if it's not working, if we have to go to 3:30 or 4:30, whatever we have to do to kind of make sure that we get the audience that
Right.
we need in order to continue with these, because this workshop is going to be for like a whole year. Different
Okay.
topics, credit
Right.
cards,
Oh,
all
this is
different topics
wonderful.
that we're going to be able to go through. And then we're trying to find a way to get in the school system, get into the Fontana into the Rialto School District, into San Bernardino School District, and so that we could provide these resources as well. So if you have any secret nuggets,
I don't know what the secret nuggets, but I
well,
can tell you
prayer is one. Prayer is
prayer
one
is
of them
definitely
nuggets.
one.
It's the top. It's at the top. So if nothing else, just pray. Pray
Okay.
for us
Well,
that I will.
um,
Uh,
I'm just as you're talking, I'm thinking that Department of Education at Cal State. I don't know what department that's contributing. They
mm-hmm.
probably have ends with those districts because that's where I did my teaching credential was Cal State San Bernardino. Um,
Okay.
so I would suggest that as an
Okay.
avenue.
I will. I'll talk to my contact person about it and see what they say. I know I got a chance to listen to the dean talk today, and he had a lot of information, so I may be able to
Yeah.
just get
I
an
think,
opportunity to get in that door, squeeze
yeah,
that door open.
I think you're closer than you realize because they are on all of these. I mean, the Inland Empire itself, it's over. Riverside has, I think, it's like 26 school districts. And then San Bernardino is the largest county in the world. And they have
Yeah.
30, I want to say 32 or 30, it's in the 30s on the number of
Hmm.
school districts that San Bernardino has. So you have a lot. It's not, I mean, locally, you're talking about just Rialto, Riverside, Fontana, that kind of thing. But then Colton, you have, that's another, I mean, locally, Ontario. These are the ones right here. But there's so
Hmm.
many school districts in these two, between these two counties, it's over 50 school
Right,
districts.
right.
It's over 50, not 50,
Okay.
over 50 school
Over.
districts.
Oh,
Over 50 between the two. Because I taught in Rialto Unified for over 30 years. I was a teacher there. So I would highly recommend Rialto. You know, that's my home school school district. But I still would, I mean, you're really, the information you're teaching, it crosses all districts. This is life information. This is not about just educational information. This is about life, and that's what you're teaching. And these are in modules, or these are just, you have you have one speaker and they speak on the one topic. Is it recorded?
actually, we right now with this new one that we're going to do on the 9th, I think we're going to have two different speakers that's speaking. Both of them are professional. They're educated, or master's degree, so they are qualified. But
Okay.
as far as the the curriculum that they're going to use for the life skill, not for the life skill, for the financial literacy, they have a curriculum. They have the curriculum that we've pretty much approved, because I've been listening to one of our instructors for the last three years, and as a result is made a significant difference in my savings. So
Good.
just following some directions is I don't need, like I had told you earlier, a new car versus a used car.
Right.
That may be the difference, and then paying off your debt, and then just listening and following directions. Not knowing that I don't know, so I had to go find someone that did know, and then
Right.
I listened to them, and as a result, everything changed.
Well,
I mean, it just went.
oh,
It's so much. It went really good. So
well,
I
good.
know that if it can work for me, it can work for
Uh-huh.
anybody.
Oh, I know too. I'm going to go back and do a recap here because we had a couple comments I didn't get a chance to say, and there was one was from Inoko, and she said this is true. Let me make sure I put that up. And then she said this is true. And then she also said too, Inoko has commented, celebrating and honoring our grandmother and mom. It takes a healthy village. That's you. Or thank you. I'm sorry. She said that's you, but thank you also. And
Okay,
the
thank
next
you.
comment it was from Minoko. She said, awesome. And this is from Charles Radney. And Charles says, going up here, Charles, he says, Mr. Thompson is a great guy and a great resource. So he wants to say that. And then this, I believe, is from Dumas. Dumas says, Dejanay Shaw and Linda Hart can help in San Bernardino. So that's what I guess he's giving you a resource.
Oh, great, great. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna need copies of that now, so I can follow up.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you honestly. The you know what, the comments. I don't know if the comments are there when we go through the show or not. I know, but I'm gonna write it down for you just so you can have it.
Fantastic.
We will have because I know you're moving around, but I will make sure I take these two names down. But I know Dumas personally, but I will definitely write it down. But let me say
Okay.
this, ladies and gentlemen, if you know a resource of how that James can get into the local school districts because he's providing, now these would be modules or classes, or how would you teach these, James?
Well, I would have to talk with my board and to determine which direction we wanted to go. I know what we've been doing is we have like 3 hour 3 day classes. I don't know if that would be considered a module or our class, but what we go over certain topics, like anger management is a 3 hour topic. It's not like it's a 1 day 3 hour topic, and then the other two classes are time management, communication, and the like. So you know
Right.
not certain. I'll talk to my board and
Mm-hmm.
see if they can kind of break it down. I'm the one that's out here knocking on the doors.
Right.
If I one of my problems were I tried to do everything, and when that
No.
happens, it doesn't work for me.
No.
So now you're
No.
kind of I have to stay in my lane now, and my lane is knocking on doors and getting folks interested in and changing their lives.
Well,
I'm
and
a
it's
I'm a kneecap to kneecap type fella.
well, you found your sweet spot, and you
Right.
realize, like you said, no one can be that. What do they call them? One trick pony. You have to let other people help you. Yeah, and you sound. I have that problem with that too, about delegating and letting other people. I want to know what's going on. I don't know if that's a control issue or what, it is, but it's real. It is very.
Probably, probably,
Uh-huh. And
probably
you're
have
my
a little bit of control in that, but
oh,
it's healthy control though. It's not
healthy.
unhealthy control. You
We
want to
have a
know what's going
problem.
on with your organization. Yeah,
That's true.
I
I'm the
got you.
same way. I'm the same way. Oliver Welch, who's my husband, he's the executive producer for the show, and he says, "Hi, babe. Everything looks good so far. Thank you, Oliver." And he says, "The freezing that's cleared up, so that's good." And he says, "Welcome, James, to the show, and with your knowledge." And he said, "Great show." So even though
Thank
many
you,
people
thank you,
never
thank
see
you, thank
Oliver,
you, thank you.
he's watching every show.
Hmm.
He's behind the scenes.
Amen.
He's the one, as they say, keeps everything going and making sure. And he evaluates every show. I tell anybody that Oliver don't think Oliver doesn't pay attention. so,
Mm.
so definitely. Well, let
But
me ask you
I
this,
got
James, because we're not running out of time, but I just want to make sure I ask. What are your plans for the future? We know you want to move into the school system. But what are some of your other plans for the Pathway program?
Well, we want to grow. We want to continue to grow. I know that's, we want to be able to expand. We want to be able to go to different, we're in San Bernardino County and Riverside County, then possibly Los Angeles County, and, hit other counties that are in need of some of the services that we provide. And for that matter, dream is to go to in different states and provide, what we have, but
Wow.
I know that it starts with the first. This is the first, and so
Right.
right now we're looking at getting us our own building, our own space where we could provide the services that we need to provide. Where the carpenters union can come over and they can show them how to do some things that needed to be done. I have I've actually just met someone that
Uh-huh.
teaches in the Fontana School District that that retired as a carpenter, and he has agreed to come over and help me with whatever I need. And just being able to get the folks that can provide the different services and the training. Well, I got 4 or 5 carpenters that are active, that are a part of Pathway. They've been at our workshops. So we want to grow. We want to
Okay.
expand, and we want to get our own place where we can do some of the training. If
Mhm.
we even have to build those little houses that's outside, like on Home Depot, if we
Uh-huh.
get some of those houses and teach them how to put them together, and then maybe we could donate them to senior citizens that need a storage shed. So that's some thoughts
Oh,
that go through my mind, how we can
right.
maybe get those sheds, discount or for free, and
Right.
then have the young people practice by putting them together, and then we be able to help a elderly family or seniors that
Mhm.
need some kind of storage capacity where they can put their tools or whatever they need. So that's one of the things that it's been in my spirit, in my heart, in my soul for a minute to try to get that process started. And then what we want to do is also we want to be a blessing to the seniors as well. So if we can go
Right.
and pick up the debris out of their yards and clean their yards and things of that nature, that's
Mhm.
another thing that we want to be able to help them as well. Help them, with what we can do. What it says in the Bible. I know this is not church, but it is the help the widows and the orphans.
Right.
Yeah.
It does say that. And
So
unfortunately, we got
yeah.
away from that some kind of way. We have
So
gotten
that's
away
what we
from
want to
that.
do.
Okay. Well, just
So
I
if,
just
if
think
it's a family, even my church, maybe someone at my church that needs someone to come by and pick up, dig the weeds, or whatever, get the debris out the yard. That's what we want to do as a public service, to show that the folks in the community that we care. We
right.
care about our community. You're not just, we want to we want to have an impact
Well, you're doing
in
that.
the
I can
community,
tell you.
Mary.
You really are. Whether you, I mean, even it may not be as big as you
Mary,
want it to be. Oh,
I,
I'm
I
right here.
think
Can
I
you hear me?
think my
I can
okay.
hear you. I can hear
So
you.
that's our thought on that service. We want to expand. We
Right. Ooh, ooh. We lost James. I'm sure it's because the car there. He's in a car and that's moving. He's probably gonna pop right back in. So I'm gonna go and even though I'm take this time to do a quick commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be another there will be another drawing for another book. I think he's coming back. Is he coming back in? And so I just want to make sure you know that. I'd like to definitely give you this is James information. James Randolph. He's the CEO and the founder of Pathway from Boys to Men. I think I said that correctly. James, there you go.
Yes,
I said that correctly.
yes, yeah.
And so we want to
Thank
make
you so
sure.
much.
You're welcome. I just want to make sure that everyone had this information. And the website is www.pathwayfromboystomen.com. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you write that down. You want to, this is the kind of nonprofit. They're what they call, you could say boots on the ground. What he's saying is he wants to go out and really make a difference in this community. And I remember when there would be different organizations that would do exactly what you're saying. They would go and they would repair homes for seniors. They would go and remove trash or debris. They would do mow lawns, all those things, and they went away. I can't tell you where it went, but it went away. But that's creating a job for someone. You can teach someone how to be a landscape, how to be a gardener. Gardeners get paid well. They're not, these are not low paying
Yeah.
positions. These are positions people get paid, they do well in their positions. So I just, like I said
Yes.
before, keep doing what you're doing, James. Keep making a difference in our society. We have another comment. I want to make sure I put the comment in here. Oh, and Gwendolyn said thank you too. Don't forget, Gwen. Thank you. Don't forget you get a book too. Don't forget you get your own. You want a book. So that's, I just so you know, you're a winner. So I just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do. On behalf of our audience and our community, you are a blessing and continue, please, to continue to be a blessing because you're leaving a legacy. Your daughters, I can tell you right now, they're not just helping you. They're your legacy is falling. It's like rain. It's raining on them also. They're watching what you're doing. They're seeing how you're affecting the community. And they're saying, and they're proud of you. Just know they really are proud of the things that you're doing and how you are going about making a difference in our society. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you again for having
You're welcome.
me on your show. It was a pleasure to get a chance to share my joy and my hope and my purpose. That God has put in my spirit. That He's I wake up with that joy. Most days with the joy that I'm going to be able to make a difference in someone's life, and knowing
No,
that God, He's there with me to help me get through whatever it is that I need to get through. So
Oh,
thank you,
you're
thank
welcome.
you,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
And you have a wonderful day. Okay,
And you
ladies and
too.
gentlemen, this is the end of our show for today. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming. If you're not already on the email list, you go to marydwelch.com and you can get on the email list. Or if you would like to receive a text message, you text show to 474747 and you'll be on the texting list. Thank you, each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you next Monday. Bye, everybody.